Every single day, more than 800 million rolls of toilet paper are used around the world. It's one of the most indispensable items in our daily lives. To meet that staggering demand, factories produce and recycle millions of tons of paper every year. But have you ever wondered how those rolls are actually made? Today, we're following the entire process from start to finish, from raw materials and cutting-edge technology all the way to rolling, cutting, and final packaging. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to discover will change the way you look at one of the simplest yet most essential objects in your life. Right here on Stories Behind Everything. Toilet paper was first developed in 1857 by American businessman Joseph Gaiety, who created and marketed it as a medicinal paper. His product came in individual sheets moistened with aloe vera and was sold as a luxury personal hygiene item. The rolled version, closer to what we use today, was patented by Seth Wheeler in 1890 and began being mass-produced by the Albany Perforated Wrapping Paper Company. The invention of the roll made the product far more practical, and large-scale production made it affordable for everyone, revolutionizing personal hygiene habits in homes around the world. It's estimated that the average person uses about 40 rolls per year, which adds up to roughly 320 billion rolls consumed annually across the globe. Toilet paper can be made from virgin pulp, extracted from trees like pine and eucalyptus, or from recycled paper, sourced from used paper and cardboard. To reduce deforestation, modern manufacturers rely heavily on recycling. But turning stiff, rough sheets of used paper into something white, soft, and absorbent is a complex process that has been refined over the past 130 years. In today's impressive modern paper mills, high-quality toilet paper production begins with an innovative recycling process that gives discarded paper a second life. The cycle starts when tons of paper arrive at the factory, typically sourced from schools, offices, and universities. Upon arrival, the paper goes through a rigorous sorting and screening stage. Machines separate and remove non-recyclable materials such as plastics, metals, and staples. Paper with the least amount of ink is the most prized for recycling, as it contains purer fibers, is easier to process, and requires fewer chemicals to transform into soft, smooth toilet paper. The selected paper then enters the pulping process. It's mixed with water in a large tank called a Hydrapulper, where the fibers break apart and form a uniform slurry. Inside the machine, the pulp continuously passes through screens and centrifuges to remove any remaining impurities, plastics, adhesives, and staples that slipped through earlier stages. If the recycled paper contains ink, it undergoes a flotation or washing process, where chemicals cause ink particles to rise to the surface and be filtered out. When needed, the pulp also goes through refining and bleaching, where chemical agents improve brightness and fiber quality. Virgin cellulose fibers can be added at this stage to further boost the final product's quality. At this point, the mixture is 95% water and just 5% cellulose fiber. The pulp is then sent to a refiner, whose job is to increase the paper's strength. Inside the machine, rotating disc rollers press the cellulose fibers together, multiplying the bonding points between them. The pulp then receives additional water and is fed into the paper machine, the heart of the entire operation, where it goes through multiple stages to become a continuous sheet. At this stage, the diluted pulp is about 99% water and just 1% fiber. It's spread evenly between a wire mesh conveyor and a felt, passing between two cylinders whose pressure and flow are carefully controlled to ensure uniform thickness. The pulp travels along the forming section, where the wire moves rapidly and gravity pulls the water downward. Small vibrators and vacuum boxes assist in draining the water and aligning the fibers. At this point, the material is still very wet and resembles a soggy sheet of paper. The wet sheet then passes through press rollers that squeeze out more water and increase the sheet's compaction and strength. Up to 90% of that water is reclaimed and reused within the factory. After pressing, the sheet still contains about 50% moisture. To bring that down below 10%, it passes over steam-heated cylinders, known as Yankee dryers, combined with a ventilation system at temperatures ranging between 212 degrees Fahrenheit and 302 degrees Fahrenheit. A special adhesive can be applied during this drying phase to enhance softness and absorbency. The paper then goes through calendering, where it passes between a series of metal rollers that apply heat and pressure, compacting the fibers and delivering a smoother, more uniform finish. The finished paper is wound onto enormous master rolls that can reach up to 50 miles in length and weigh as much as 6,600 pounds. Before being cut and packaged, these rolls go through a battery of quality tests to verify strength, softness, absorbency, and safety. They then move on to the converting process, carried out by a fully automated rewinding machine. The master roll is placed on a rotating cradle that allows continuous unwinding. Sensors monitor paper tension to ensure it's pulled evenly and without tearing. The paper may pass through a layering system to create 2-ply or 3-ply rolls, with the layers bonded together by a special adhesive or through embossing. A process that stamps a raised pattern into the paper, creating micro-adhesion points between the layers, while also improving texture, softness, strength, and absorbency. Simultaneously, in another part of the facility, the cardboard tubes that form the core of each roll are being manufactured. Long strips of recycled cardboard are wound and glued around a rotating mandrel, forming a large spiral tube that is cut to the correct length and automatically fed to the rewinding machine. The large rolls produced, called logs, measure over 6.5 feet in length and travel by conveyor to the cutting station. High-speed blades slice them into individual rolls approximately 4 inches wide. The cut rolls are automatically directed to the packaging line, where they're grouped into packs of 4, 8, 12, or more units. A continuous roll of clear plastic film wraps each pack, which is then heat-sealed or adhesive-sealed and stacked, ready to head to store shelves. And that's how hundreds of millions of rolls of toilet paper are produced every single day around the world. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, share them in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories through Stories Behind Everything.